Now that we're all in Roll 20, we're going to begin the session.
Stand by for Titanfall.
Everyone's dead.
Yay!
Alright! I'm gonna go watch TV.
I was going back to Witcher Free Fall Kill.
Such an original joke.
Anyway, we find the heroes in the middle of the woods. And we see verification in the kind of like panel screen, kind of like out of like breaking the fourth wall, and he goes and he pulls out a big blue kind of like mark laser, and he like makes a little thing, and he goes, "You see, I'm not here," and it's a different verification of Just Force because he's actually wearing Mark 3 and not Mark 2. So you're probably wondering where I am. Well, and verification, we find you in the hangar.
Okay.
You're separated from your team. You're disturbed by the meeting that just happened.
Yeah, that was weird.
And
like, what is going on even? Something is seriously whacked in the collective will.
oh hell yeah. And so right before like you kind of having these questions, one pops into your mind of, but the mission.
One pops into your mind, what?
Like, what about the mission?
Oh, with regards to with regards to Bastard, or with regards to my mission to Earth in general?
Because we kind of see another one of those kind of like blue laser panels with, once again, you and Mark Free, and the kind of caption just goes, "Now you're probably wondering, how did I get here?" And it's really simple because it all started here, right? At this little kind of like, well, actually, no, it didn't start here. Technically, it started at like 5 supply cycles ago.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But that's a story for another time, or in the near future. In any case, back to Bastion.
The thing with Bastard is that wait, what? I think I'm missing some context.
You're without the team.
Yes.
You're alone.
Yes.
The base is starting to seem alien to you. You don't know what's going on anymore.
Okay.
What is verification's reaction?
Which base am I at?
You're at the main base for the collective.
Oh, got it. The one in. Okay, got it.
The one in Halcyon.
Okay. My reaction is probably to lean up against my craft as the what's the word? The hangar techs are giving it their like chain they're like, as the hangar techs are like messing with my craft, my reaction is probably to just lean up against the what is it? Like the
fuselage.
Yeah, and just sort of have my helmet off. I'm still in the encounter suit because you don't actually take those off unless you're an actual like off duty. But but the helmet's off because the base is flooded with nitrogen instead of is oxygen isolated, and I'm just cradling my head in these giant oversized human-sized hands, mecha hands. What is going on?
You see a Mark III encounter suit with of higher ranking to you. Just one.
Okay, I immediately stand up and put my hand over my chest. So, like, sir.
Ma'am.
No difference.
She cocks her head at you, and you kind of like she takes off her own helmet. She's she's only slightly older than you. She kind of like purses her lips and kind of like her suit's a bit heavily modified. Funny enough, she has these enlarging, like plates on her arms and her back.
Huh. Okay.
And she kind of just turns to you and just goes as ease.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am.
Hold on. Out of character. I had always envisioned the
Collective will just using one.
Yeah, having like one term for or superior officer, which is like cognate to sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Insofar as they do differentiate between genders.
Okay. I was wondering about that. And she just kind of just nods and you see the main base advisor? He was scheduled for a meeting.
Yes, sir. Advisor Cathal.
Well, yes, that's his race.
The Cathal advisor.
Yes.
I did just get out of a meeting with him, ma'am. Or sir. Blech. Wow, now you got me doing it.
Sorry.
It's all good. I did just get out of a meeting with him, sir.
Alright, do you know which direction he went?
I point off near as I can tell. What's the issue?
The captain wanted to see him about something. And she just kind of like goes off and you're just kind of just watching her walk away until she kind of just points behind you, and then one of the technicians just kind of like running up and saying, "Hey, you're ready to go."
All right, and I look at. He sort of hands me one of those. It's like a I guess it's a. It wouldn't be a checklist. It would be like a tablet, but it's a tablet full of like all the flight checks. Thanks. And I'm just like, yep. Hand it back to him, and get in and get in the ship.
All right. Yeah, you definitely.
Oh, did I notice the name of the captain who talked, or the person who talked to me?
Oh, serial number. Then we get into those dots. She's called. For just some reason, just people call her Tortoiseshell.
Huh. Tortoiseshell.
It's the closest kind of like human to English.
As if to indicate a pattern? Like like a pattern of. Huh. Interesting.
Or it might have to do with those gigantic plates.
Oh. Yeah. Nice.
But in any case,
Yeah.
you haven't. Have you actually ever looked into the other encounter units on the planet?
You mean like the mission, the various missions?
Or yeah, the assignments.
I mean, I have their files. Just considering that they're, or like, or at least the briefs on them. so that I know who I can talk to. Is she one of them, or is Tortoiseshell one of them?
You can technically talk to all of them, but weirdly enough, they're all kind of like in the corporal sergeant range. There's only one. Then there's also the captain. There's 5 of you assigned to this. There's you as the youngest, as the junior. There's Tortoiseshell as the corporal. There's Galactic Sting as another corporal. The captain's just referred to as captain, and he has a serial number.
Who's the fourth? Me, Tortoiseshell, Galactic Sting, who? And the captain?
Sorry, 5 others beside you.
Oh, okay. So who are the other 2?
Just give me a second.
Or do they have names yet?
The other one's called Forked Tongue.
Okay.
And the last one is called, for just some reason, it's just multiple position.
Nice. Clearly they're not all from the same colony as I am.
They're all different.
The collective will binds us all together.
Indeed.
So once verification clears air traffic control, which presumably involves just getting on like an aircraft or like an elevator that takes him to the surface through an airlock, like a giant airlock that fits the entire plane or the entire ship.
Yeah.
Verification is going to call Sprawl.
Sprawl, you're starting to get a call as you kind of like look at all the damage.
And you said we're still like at the cabin in the woods right after the fight.
Yeah, everything's like fucking totaled.
Okay. Yeah, so
the cabin's starting to like catch fire.
Did we really cause that much damage to the cabin itself, other than the robot busting through the
Well,
roof?
the rocks, and then the guy was firing lasers indiscriminately.
Oh, that's true. Forgot about the lasers.
Can me and Sprawl be working on damage control on that?
Yeah, because I mean, I had told the witch lady that I would repair the house anyway, so if it's on fire, I'd probably try to stop it.
Yeah. So can you just guys roll me like plus freak, did both of you? Or just roll me yeah. I was about to say roll plus freak and then someone adds +1. Is what I was gonna actually get at. So Bastion, we're just gonna say you didn't either roll, and we're gonna just say Sprawl gets out. Yeah, Sprawl, you just kinda. How do you take care of the fire?
Generating a dome around the house with my tech, creating an upward funnel from the top, and then generating a number of fans, drawing all the oxygen out of the area to snuff it, and then retracting everything.
Huh.
Alrighty.
And then as the call comes in, verification. The Sprawl.
Sprawl, where are you? I apologize. I was called into an emergency debriefing.
No worries. And I beam him or text him effectively our GPS location.
And verification immediately takes off and starts running there, or flying there at just below supersonic speeds. Because, it doesn't seem like there's a crisis, and...
Yeah. It's all good in the woods.
We'd rather not break any window panes this day.
True that, my dude.
Is it safe to assume you're en route?
Affirmative. I ETA less than 5 minutes.
We'll be here.
It's about 3 minutes.
Oh, 3.
And then I let the others know that verification's on the way.
And everyone is quiet because,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Allowing
Joey.
characters to speak here.
Joey probably sits with the brain at the pond and looking at the sunset.
I think Bastion's like he just nods and he's like in the middle of like trying to contact Live and Let Live, and he's like, all right.
The brain in this scene, as you guys are just looking at the sunset across this weird lake,
Yeah.
It goes, "Kiss me, Jerry."
Yeah, I get it. For a moment, I look around, no. Why would I do that? Your brain. It's gross.
I have feelings too.
Were you like human ones?
I am human.
Oh, okay. Again, look around and then give a smoocher on the glass. There you go.
It hums weirdly.
I really wish Sprawl saw that.
I think Bastion isn't doing shit, so he definitely did. And he's very fucking confused. He's just like, you know what? There's some waters you're better off not treading in, and he just slowly turns around.
You don't know anything about your boss? That bastard guy?
Nope.
Ah, damn it.
I already got the plan. I took part in the plan, and I got captured. You did give me that cool suit of armor, though.
How did you contact him? Was there no
Contact
direct...
me?
No, bastard. How did you stay in contact with him?
We don't.
Truly professional.
Indeed. He comes to us.
I see. Well, it was worth a try. Let's just stare over the lake into the sunset.
And so verification arrives on the scene. Bastion, you get to Live and Let Live. They say they got a truck going on to the location.
All right, then also, I think it's implied that I also probably called the police. I'm just trying to do standard procedure for villain pickup.
Yep. So they're gonna take 7 more minutes to get there. Verification, you arrive on the scene to find a wrecked cabin in the woods. There's lasers. There's weird earthwork, bare earthworks suddenly dropped in. You're still probably getting used to the fact that Bastion's now this almost
Well, I haven't even realized that he's
lamp.
turned into a sun god yet.
He's just this kind of uncovered lamp almost.
So wait, he is literally bright, shining right now?
He's glowing. It's like a nightlight, but
are you aware that you are luminescing, Bastion?
Yeah. Damn it. He just kind of tries to dim it again. It's really hard trying to keep it not bright.
It gets to just a glow. Kind of like a glow stick.
How did your meeting go?
I was accurate in my assessments. I cannot say how useful the meeting itself was.
All right. Well, he kind of looks back. We found out that the witch didn't have an artifact. They already kind of gave it away, and we captured a villain. And he kind of looks back at that note that she wrote. Think I might have gotten hit on? I don't know, man. Girls are weird. He just kind of shrugs and pockets the letter.
A second thought enters your brain, and funny enough, and so are brains, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking thinking about that kiss. And he's like,
Oh, thank you, Night Prowler, for giving me that.
Live and let live.
You're welcome.
And the police should be here in like 7 minutes, so we should just, I guess, wait here a little bit longer. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna find Bastard.
Well, we can try that one trick again. He has no henchmen to send at us.
I mean, if he has no pawns to throw at it, why would he even answer this time?
My mom said he has a very big weakness for the arts, so we can try that. He's a classy villain, it seems.
He kind of just he's
encouraging.
Before today, I would have said just asking wouldn't work against a villain ever, but I guess you learn new things every day. It can't hurt to do it twice, I guess.
Yeah, in cartoons they always try the method once and then they disregard it. We shouldn't do the same mistake.
Yeah.
What are these cartoons of which you speak?
We're gonna find ourselves a weekend to rectify that situation.
Verification gets a message on his suit from Sprawl with a web link to Kiss Anime.
Here we go, boy. Verification become a weeb.
Verification of great justice.
Verification, I fight for my friends in the collective will.
We'll just gun them all the time.
You cannot stand my ultimate attack. The Plasma Lance.
Hold on, let me charge it up for 12 episodes.
Comes in from behind and says, "Oh my wa."
No, stop. Nutty. That's as far as the joke's gonna go. You gotta get it out now.
You sure? I might just touch a hidden pressure point in this story. For instance, the police come.
Yes, the police save us.
And they jog along. And they say, well, we really did a number on this place, huh? It wasn't a dirt road, so we had to... And he kind of just had to off-road it.
Well, we got a supervillain for you. Hand over.
Oh, hot dog, which one?
Yeah, I hand over the brain.
Oh, what's your name? What is it? Jesus, it's like brain, like science fiction bot 9000?
What was his name again?
That sounds right. I don't know about the number, but
yeah, I think I'm not sure about the number, but yeah, I think.
And the brain just goes, it's actually sci-fi bot 9000.
Yeah, we destroyed the bot part.
Science fiction because it was too many syllables.
Well, we destroyed the bot part. Now there's only the 3,000 left, I think. So here you go.
And they kind of just take it off of you, and they kind of go, thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
I mean, brain? Talking brain. Okay. Well, you know what? That's better than tentacle monsters, huh?
Oh boy.
Like fucking straight sigh throughout the universe emits from Bastion's mouth. It's like, anyways, glad you guys have the villain now. We're gonna go off and try to find the other villains involved in this.
Yeah, see ya, man.
Okay, team, this is as successful as we've ever been. So let's try to keep it going.
And so, yeah, you guys have a direction of trying to hit a bastard.
Well, we can try that again to contact them.
Indeed.
Be a little more classy this time. Instead of a shopping mall, go to an actually like art gallery or something.
And then there's the second figure,
Oh,
Sprawl, that the brain was talking about.
there was the second figure.
That I don't remember.
Okay. Roll me plus freak, Sprawl.
Check the recordings.
Okay.
Taking condition, temporary, unstable. I can make it anything.
Maybe the condition, because man, it sounds like not having another lead besides redoing what we did before would be pretty rough.
Yeah, I was taking a condition. I'm gonna figure out which one, but I'm gonna mark one.
So, you remember the brain, funny enough, talking to you about this second figure who let you into like the security guard card section.
Like he let the figure that let us in, or that let them in.
Let them in.
So,
He had a gold chain.
I had to remember that guy. I remember like the glob guy. The blob. Slime guy. But that wasn't the same person.
yeah, so I passed the information on to the others, and then searched through my data banks to see if we saw anybody with the gold chain while we were at the museum or at the bank.
Who could be?
Did that space Mongol guy that showed up when we were visiting the lizard, did he have a gold chain?
Roll me plus superior.
Never mind. I don't know why.
Verification pulls up a few. Verification hands him a few pictures of the, he displays like a few pictures of the space Mongol to help jog Sam's memories. Suspending a team to increase that by 1.
Yep. Yeah, he has the gold chain.
Hey, I remembered something, so maybe it's that guy.
We're going to have to waive diplomatic immunity here.
Like a lethal weapon? Have we got to shoot him on a boat?
What?
Nice reference.
I have a ship that we can shoot from.
No! How about no? That's sounding very close to a villain thing rather than a hero thing to
No,
do.
if we shoot though, it needs to be some sort of stun round, not an actual murder round.
I can't believe we're continuing this line of conversation. We have to at least question him first. You can't just attack somebody without actually having any kind of proof.
Well, we shoot him after we know that he's the villain, of course.
And I'm not saying I agree with the plan. I'm saying if they're going to do it, it needs to be a stun round.
You guys need to watch more movies. Well, let's do this.
Sprawl watches plenty if he's on Kiss Anime.
Well, but not Lethal Weapon, it seems.
So are we gonna pursue this guy first, then?
We could split up.
I don't know. If we end up engaging that guy, I want us all here as opposed to just two.
Makes sense.
Verification.
Alright, let's go after that guy.
Sprawl
I
turns to
concur.
verification. Verification. Can you use your collective will database to try to find the location of the space Mongol?
Of course. Hold on. Check the number. Hold on a second. I'm getting something in IRL. It's your mom. Rats. All right. Shoot. Pick it up and hand it to me. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Verification is currently answering an important call from headquarters.
Yes. He flies off again, and you see another blue verification thing. That was the last you ever saw me in this suit. Nah.
Does anyone have some
boy.
You worked at the museum, right?
Or acted like it. Or somehow got
Isn't that
in.
place supposed to be like one of the most safest places in the universe?
Yeah, I think they bought into their own hype.
Sorry
Yeah,
about
Got
that.
into their own hype.
Surprisingly easy to get in there.
I don't know how you can consider yourself one of the safest places when you can't even prevent teleportation or subatomic shrinking.
Yeah, I was
To
going
get
to
in or
say, in a
out.
world where teleportation exists, that should seem to be a standard countermeasure.
Or like one of the most renowned villain in the universe working there as a security chef.
Number one, bastards like Moriarty in the galaxy. That's the first thing you need to understand. This guy has been around for business that even Madam Nix remembers in the 1800s, balling with him.
So you're saying we should look for him at the MI6 headquarters or something?
If he's that old, then he won't be too classy to refuse our offer with the art gallery.
Number two, Earth's whack to galactic cultures. Like, really, you don't have to understand much about, like, Earth if you start explaining underwear. Like, we wear smaller pants under our pants.
Exactly.
Because our first pair of pants can't support our body.
Right. Why not simply wear one unified optimal garment and then have another garment on top of it that allows you to operate?
Secondly, magic it's not really a thing in the outer reaches of space.
Wow.
Like, it's rare.
Yeah,
Like,
but I can't. This is out of character, obviously, but I can't picture somebody creating something like that on Earth, and especially in the city where an organization like the Illuminati is so present, to not be like, at least give them some pointers about what's there. But aliens are often, more pretentious, and so, oh no, we're fine. You don't worry about us.
Pretentious? Us? Hardly. We are effective and complete societies.
And it also makes sense since Earth is typically like the rednecks of the universe, so.
Verification is going to belong in two worlds in order to check whether that information is available.
To him? Yeah, go ahead.
Check whether we can... Woo! Okay.
Hold to.
Receive useful piece of knowledge and ask the... Yeah, where is the the Space Mongol ambassador?
He should be at the embassy.
Okay. Second question. How can we get him where we can get to him?
Go up to his office.
And shoot him in the head.
Yeah, like this guy's cover isn't blown yet, so there's no reason why he'd be in hiding.
Alright, so we need to do some recon, so let's go to space.
Bastion just gives you the most deadpan look you have ever received in your life.
Yes, I understand.
Verification. Oh, go ahead.
Then let's encounter him to the Calamity Mobile. I run with my flying cape to the to the ship.
As Sprawl walks towards the ship as well. As he does, he starts shifting back to his normal form. Normal for him.
Yeah, he kind of acts like a. Do you like? I picture it as a kind of Transformer-esque like transformation.
I actually see it as more like just a growing morph type thing, like more of like a typical shape-shifting kind of look with mass around it as the nanites just kind of grow and recede and stuff.
All right.
At least for this particular transformation, like this version of Sprawl.
Well, any case,
to the ship. And verification does that thing where he like flies up and the ship catches him. Oh dear. And verification is going to call verification is going to get on like a on the like common communication channel. It's going to say so we have evidence placing these two people under suspicion for the same crime. Or sorry, we have evidence placing the Space Mongol ambassador at the scene of the crime.
When you say common communication channel, what do you mean exactly? Like for the group, or just like a general broadcast?
Yeah, like the
loudspeakers.
No,
like
comms.
Yeah,
channel?
the comms.
Okay. Did we ever get like an actual earbud type comm for Joey, or is he still kind of out of the loop?
I thought we did.
As long as it's not from Sprawl, it doesn't endanger him of like lobotomizing him accidentally.
Yeah, because I thought we just got like external communicators.
Yeah, but that's what I thought.
I mean,
well, yeah,
we did originally,
it's external,
and then Sprawl wanted to upgrade them, and then Joey refused to get the upgrade.
Yeah,
I don't know why he would toss
thing.
the entire communicator.
And then what Bastion's been using is just like a little earbud that, so he can hear us, but other people can't, whatever, and we can hear him when he talks out off of it.
Oh, he's in on the thing.
I'm sorry, I had to walk away for a couple of minutes. What was I on?
No, we were just figuring out if Joey was like in the group communication system, like if he had an earbud or anything.
I mean,
let's just say that he does.
Shroudhound wasn't one of Shroudhound's things communicators?
Yup.
Yep. Then
Okay.
I take them.
Okay.
Well, the Space Mongrel is definitely in on the thing. Maybe has a personal stake in the whole thing. I mean, his people were involved in this whole war, right? Maybe it's interesting in like rekindling it by just stealing these free relics or something.
Very possible.
And if magic is involved, they can do some crazy stuff with something that important.
how could we get his diplomatic immunity revoked? Because, well, I would rather avoid having to start a war for my people.
Well, if he's involved in a crime, then they will revoke his diplomatic immunity the sooner we get proof, and we have proof.
We have one villain's words about a guy with a chain.
Yeah, we have.
But it makes sense.
We have the
He had access to the
whisper.
car.
That's not
of
how
evidence.
evidence works, though.
We need actual evidence. We have enough to investigate further, but not enough to actually accuse him of anything.
Yeah,
Can
like
the
this
brain
is
even
very
lie as a
circumstantial.
robot?
No, what
Perhaps if we presented our evidence and allowed us to presented our evidence, allowing us to investigate the ambassador.
Well, how far does our
Well, we
investigation
can-
clearance already go? As far as I understand it, we can follow whatever threads we have to based on this case.
We try that with the contact ambassador again. It seems to be much easier if you think about it. But we should certainly investigate towards him.
So.
What if we paint your suit a different color and call you Tom, and that way they won't think you're part of the collective will?
Wait, what?
I mean,
How? I don't know. Maybe
We can
if we're just
glue on fake
going-
pieces and make the armor
I mean-
look completely different. But right now we're just having
Yeah,
looking
just
for a
pop
conversation.
on a Groucho Marx mask and you're good.
I mean, guys, I can sneak into his office if you need one too.
like all we're gonna do is ask him questions. Like
Wait,
we're worrying about diplomatic immunity, but we don't even know if he's like guilty of anything.
right?
In worst case, if he is guilty and he tries to aggress on us, defending ourselves won't break any laws,
I was.
and thus immunity wouldn't be much of a problem right now.
I agree.
Like we're worrying about a situation where we don't even know if we're going to be in.
So, how about you guys talk with him in the ambassador lobby, and I take a look in his office? I can teleport in there.
I was actually going to suggest, don't you have shadow sight? Just kind of look around.
I have
him
shadow senses.
And how close do you have to be to use them to
Well,
sense
if I
things?
stand outside the walls, I should be fine.
Maybe hang outside the building for a little bit, see if you can sense anything or learn anything from inside his office
Sure.
before we actually go in.
Or you talk to him and distract him, so I have a little bit more time and to look around.
I think clearly the next option is to go to the Space Mongol embassy.
Well, then fire up those boosters.
All right, and the ship lands
Oh.
in.
He's at the bank. I'm sorry, he's not.
Oh, he's at the bank.
He's at the embassy office in the bank. Sorry, he's the local Mongolian representative.
Okay.
So
sorry.
he's actually known to work there and everything anyway, so
Yeah,
makes
he's
it much more obvious, he'd have
Yeah.
access inside and everything else and blah blah blah.
yeah. I mean, it could stack up like that.
Right.
Okay.
All you need is just prove the threads.
Okay. Well, yeah. Presumably everyone gets in the ship, right?
If we are already in it and flying.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
were heading to the
we
ship
roll-
before you were.
Oh, rip. All right, Autobots, roll out.
All right, well, you get to the bank, and it's now just super crowded with just different kinds of alien cargo holders now.
Yeah.
Like people clearing stuff
there's
out.
Yeah, you think so? Everyone's like all these things are just being like taken from the inside. There's multiple death crews running around. You see more of these kind of like just alien figures with gold chains around them with different symbols.
Oh, rats.
And each one is just signing off on all of these kind of like paperwork out there and just overseeing the process.
I lean into Sam and say, Sam, do you think he was hiding the relics like right beneath our noses, like right here? If they're like moving all the stuff, he could like easily snuck up all the stuff in one of the things and just like let it ship out of here.
Well, I think the only problem with that would be like, man, I know these guys aren't like the most on their game, but that'd have to be like a next level of incompetence.
But he's like a security officer here. He could arrange that.
I mean, his identity's already been exposed. Like,
Well, the only one who knows about it are we, seemingly.
no, we told them.
Why did we do that? Now he knows. He can
Perhaps
destroy
we could-
evidence.
We didn't tell
We
anybody.
did that so that the guy couldn't keep coming in and doing stuff.
Wait, we told them about the Mongol?
No, not the Mongol.
That's
but
who he's talking about.
Oh,
The
that's what he's
bastard.
talking about. Oh, like it's like, well,
Yeah, the bastard, that's
I-
fine, but not the mongrel.
the Mongol, like,
We didn't tell anybody that.
I don't know if the Mongol has any of the.
But we know.
We know that Bastard has them, but we don't know if he handed them off to the Mongol. It doesn't sound like he would do that.
Well, it wouldn't make sense if he just was hiding the things all along in the vault and just like ships it out now, while they are moving other stuff. Just saying, that's how I would do it.
Well, I think they actually actively took them out because didn't we see the relics outside of the vault?
Who knows?
You saw
At the very
you
least.
saw canisters of various kinds.
And we also, did recover like one of the relics outside of the bank. So
Yeah, got the foil.
I think regardless, we're gonna have to again identify him as an involved party before we even suggest searching through all those containers.
Okay, you talk with him, and I look around in his office.
And I will prevent them from unloading any more material.
Okay.
One of the security officers walks up to you. It's the same guy as before who was talking to you about. He goes, "Oh, you're back. Hey, nice job on that second relic."
Indeed. And I believe
Wait, what do you mean second relic?
The saber.
We didn't get that.
Oh, well, the ambassador reported it back.
Yeah,
Well-
So that's how it is.
So is the saber back in the vault?
Not yet. They're kind of just holding it up there in the office section that they're occupying.
I would love to speak with him about the recovery of it, if I could.
Well, didn't you say you didn't get it?
Yeah, I'm wondering how he got it so we can hopefully get some information on how to get the third object.
He kind of nods at that. It's like, makes sense. Yeah, just go to the front desk and tell them to give you a lift. They aren't scheduled to start loading up and, well, to be honest, everyone's abandoning the brain trust.
All right.
Suppose we actually Argus bought this place, funny enough, since all the stuff going down. Think of it. First Argus big base in Halcyon City. Any case. But yeah, they aren't swatted to leave for their embassy till for another 2 hours.
Ensure that they do not.
I mean, I can't do anything about that.
There is always additional security checks.
They don't have space to land, in case you haven't noticed. It's kind of bumper to bumper here, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Thanks for the info. And he kind of taps the hand on, taps the shoulder of like verification's armor and nods to head towards the front desk.
And verification follows.
As we head to the front desk, Sprawl just sends an email status update of everything going on, all the information and the Mongol and everything else. Or not the Mongol, but that we're following another lead at the bank to Johnson on a secure encrypted channel. So he's up to speed.
Alright. You get a sent symbol.
Yeah, and on the way to the front desk, Bastion says to verification, gotta be careful how you word these things. If you make it sound like too much like they can't leave, we're gonna put them on alert.
Also, if they're having issues with traffic jams, you do have a ship that can add to that if we need to keep people from coming or going without actually interfering.
I am inclined to agree. We cannot show our hand.
Yeah, I mean, walks up to the front desk and asks to see the good old secretly evil guy. Well, did we ever get his name?
Nope.
We've just been calling him Space Mongol.
Yeah.
That's starting to feel a little weird after the 6th time going, hey, where's that Space Mongol?
You get his name from the front desk and they ask, you're going for Minister Urki Aki?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet you're following up on that whole relic recovery, right?
Yes.
He was ecstatic to have it.
Indeed.
Any case, yeah, you guys get a lift, and we kind of cut away from the scene back to Johnson's office, and he's reading your message verification. He kind of like puts like 2 fingers to like his eyebrows, and he just starts rubbing them with just between the one hand. And in his figure is 2 figures. One, of course, is Shroudhound. The other one is glowing full of light, and then there's also Sprawl, the doctor. And he goes, alright, lads, what do you think? Send in the cavalry? Or do we try and let them handle him? And each Shroudhound just says, I can head over there pretty quickly. And Apollo just kind of like acknowledges this, but he goes, maybe both at once. Keep Shroudhound in the area, and some arresting units, but maybe try and let them have the honor. And Shroudhound just kind of looks at this and goes, oh, you do love playing both sides, don't you? And Apollo just smiles at this and goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I think that's for further discussion. My own private matters may have excluded into your life, but I think it's for the greater good. And Johnson just goes, enough of the bickering. Doc, The doctor just kind of like looks at the other two in astonishment and just goes, yeah, I think they got it. Goes, I have a inbound. Goes, and he goes, Secretary B, what do you think? And she goes, I think you should let me have my break.
Rip.
The portents decide we're gonna give him a break. No oversight. Let's see how they do, kids.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're doomed, aren't we?
Oh man, my dad's watching again. That's like a foreshadowing for failure.
Your dad and your uncle.
Yeah, my weird uncle.
Yeah, what? While we're in the elevator, say, all right, I gotta sneak in now, and I take off my my cloak, my cape, and give it to Sam. Hold that.
Yeah, he kind of grabs onto it and he's like, okay.
Yeah, it probably disintegrates in your hands. Yeah, and then I start like sneaking out, like emerge into the darkness.
Alright, roll me plus freak. Night Prowler.
Yep.
Dun
Yes.
dun 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 dun
Dun dun dun dun dun dun.
dun 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 dun.
Damn. Yeah, we get the whole like montage where he's like starting to sneak into the facility as the Mission Impossible theme starts playing.
Yeah. Dum 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 dum. Actually,
Yeah, there's like one moment where Joey just like sneaks through the vents, and then there's suddenly like a whole room of lasers where he has to go through.
yeah, except because he's Shadow, he just appears on the other side of the lasers.
Yeah, and meanwhile we get like you still like sitting in the elevator, like calmly, like listening to the music of the elevator. It's right there.
Yeah, you guys are just it's kind of like that one terrible Wolverine film. Kind of, you're all just standing there.
Which one?
The one with Deadpool with his mouth sewed shut.
Oh god.
Did that movie even exist?
I mean, there was really only one terrible Wolverine movie.
Any case, yeah, you swing past like just guard is what you do. Is you just have like the regular like bank guard that you saw through Shadows, Night Prowler. Then you go through. There's only like a couple, like a handful of the horde of the heavenly sky. You go through the like under the spears of the two door guardians, through the kind of like the gate, in through all this kind of like technical hubbub, and then you're on the other side, and all you see is this other one just holding this kind of like in studded armor, holding this stave, and we see two handles. And he goes, Aki, you should probably, they're on their way. You should probably just be gracious and let it roll. And he goes, but what if they're here to wonder about it? And he goes, coincidences happen. Random occurrences. We're not without our own power.
Verification?
Yes.
You can totally hear the music from your channel too.
I'm not playing it. That's coming from here.
Oh, it's coming from Roll20. I'm playing it through Roll20.
Yeah, that's fine, but we also hear it through Delta. This
Oh,
channel.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
picking up
got
on his
it.
mic.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah. Any case,
Sorry about that.
to which
This is going
the man holding the staff, they're all holding the staff, except they all kind of like have these flat heads, except this guy just has this quarter staff kind of character, and it's just really just this kind of like rustic piece of artifice.
And he's also space mongrel?
Yes.
Yeah.
In any case, he just shrugs his
Yeah,
shoulders and just says, "It's been a long time. I know you dearly miss him, but there was an easier way than maybe getting memorialized in the Earthlings is, what do they call it?" And he just goes, brain trust or culture trust or something trust.
Wait, what?
Too trusting, I say. And at this point, the man with the quarterstaff just wraps his his staff on the floor. Guys, you reach the elevator, and the two guardians at the door, both of them these beautiful women warriors, the top of these spears ignite into these kind of like bladed pole arms, and the man with the staff goes, "The hills have ears." And Joey, you're kind of like watching from one of the bookshelves behind like a bauble and sword, and he just kind of like the staff breaks out, just stabs you.
Ah!
Wait, so we can't see this yet, or
You hear just through the end of the hallway, "Ah!" And you see just two of the warrior women just enter into the office.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
And Joey, you're just pulled like on the edge of his staff as he just kind of like nonchalantly just walks you out.
You're all
And
in on it! I scream.
Technically, I wasn't.
Who's saying that?
The man who's holding Night Prowler.
You're all in on it. You paid Bastion to do this.
We didn't pay him. He came to us.
But you were totally in on it.
I didn't do anything. I merely pulled out someone who's clearly in breach of their place of power.
So you just admit it's fine.
The ambassador just kind of like has the two swords and like the two hilts in his hand and goes, "What is the meaning of this?"
The two hilts of what?
Like there was two sword hilts on his desk,
Ah, got it.
each one with a swath.
Gotcha.
And he goes, "I wasn't in on it.
Can
I
we
can
see-
firmly say that the ambassador told me about it and asked for my advice."
Can we see this happening?
Yeah, you guys are like running in and you kind of like just see this kind of like scenario.
Well, I know the two of us are definitely recording.
Yep.
In any case, the man holding Night Power just looks up and goes, "Well, Aki, are you going to let it roll?" And he just looks at you expectantly, and he raises the two hilts, and these forms of just pure energy lance up into these kind of round, pure sabers. And he goes, "It is never our way to roll with it. I shall fight it. I challenge you, warriors of Earth, as my first challenge, holding up the blade of my father."
What kind of challenge?
They're not only in on it, he's like personally involved. No,
Okay.
makes sense now.
So
I mean,
true.
still being old.
And the kind of like one of the kind of like guy who's still holding you down is just going, "You really do love your play-by-plays, don't you?"
So is he like pointing up a particular
Yeah,
sword when
he's
he
holding
says
up this ornate jeweled.
I'd like to. Can I generate burn so I can use it?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do a move.
Yes.
Well,
That's good enough for me. I'm pretty
Snatch
sure
it.
that's a condition. So I'll take
Yeah, this
let's
is
say
really
angry,
fucking difficult.
because he's pretty annoyed that like literally fucking everyone's on it. Like, are you fucking? But yeah, when he raises that hilt, I'm gonna use snatch and just take it from him.
Yeah, so you just kind of like, and you just kind of like, you just hold your hand out, and the sword just kind of like is ripped from his fist, and you kind of like grip it by the blade, and the blade kind of just slowly dissolves until you're holding the hilt, and he's just kind of like, okay, just end him. And the two kind of like women as kind of like headsmen immediately take both of their staves, just launch like them and kind of like this big heading movement towards you, Bastion.
and as soon as they ignite their staffs or start
They've
swinging,
been ignited.
oh, okay. As soon as they start swinging them, verification. Is this in? How close is this?
Oh, this is super confined.
Okay, so verification actually physically grabs both of the staffs,
Roll
and
me plus danger.
yes.
Or actually, wait, are you trying to fight them or are you trying to save Bastion?
I'm trying to fight them. I mean, there really isn't a way to fight them without or
saving
save them
Bastion.
without.
So roll me plus save your
I
verification.
can save Sam first, and then you can attack.
You're
Yeah.
still stuck to the ground.
Well, yeah, but I don't need my hands to like use my powers, right?
True.
Danger or savior?
Um,
Because verification's intent is that he's going to try and like crush their staffs.
Well, then that's savior.
Like you can see a readout in the
yeah.
in,
So
in
roll me
HUD that
plus
says-
savior.
Okay, rats. This is gonna be bad. Oh wow, I didn't die.
So let's look at it.
Savior.
That's a basic
Defend.
move.
On a 7 to 9. Expose yourself to danger, escalate the situation. So what I have to do in order to save them is I can't
Just what option do you choose?
Take a team, take influence, clear. I'm gonna add a team to the pool, and I'm gonna escalate the situation because what I have to do is I have to take off the the force limiters or the force governors on my, because these are presumably not stats, but actually space wood or space iron or something.
They're space artifice. They're kind of like if you had to imagine lightsabers, but hardier than that.
Yeah. So verification has to take off the limiters on the suit, and so that means that in order to crush them.
So let me paint this out for you, because you can't crush them. If it was a 10 plus, it was a full hit, I would say you might have been able to crush one, but
Okay.
this is all in a split second. So you're able to get your arms up in time to like get the force inhibitors to kind of like grab it and like stop it before like Bastion kind of like
Yeah. The
gets
suit's redlining.
beheaded. But at this instant, like Bastion, you kind of just get your way from under the blade, and weirdly enough, these kind of like slides open, and just these mini thrusters on the edge of these swords just start pushing down at you, like just a burst of great speed. And verification, you're just pushed through the floor,
Oh
and
my.
they topple after you.
Yeah. Okay. Can I
We will
recover?
get back to you.
All right, we'll get back to this.
Sprawl or Night Prowler? What do you do?
Okay. The one guy is still like holding me, like the what is he?
I don't know. Some kind of advisor to the advisor.
Yeah, the advisor. So he's still like holding me down, right?
Yeah.
So I want with his staff, right?
You want to what his staff?
With what is he holding me down?
The staff. It's
Okay.
kind of like a Gandalf kind of thing.
Yeah. I grab the staff and I want to teleport with him, through my own shadow, pretty much, just to drag him with me. So I come out on top, on him, like on a different floor, maybe, or something.
Roll me plus danger.
Cool. Nope.
Ooh.
Yeah. You kind of like teleport onto the ground, and you just see it, but he starts glowing just faintly, and you kind of like he's still just kind of like next on the floor next to verification, and the staff just goes deeper inside of your shadow.
Aha!
Roll to take a powerful blow.
Sure.
Oof.
Nice.
Nice.
And I level up.
Nice. Oh, what do you do?
Alright. So all of this is going on, and Sprawl is the electricity starts crackling, and it propels him into like the center of the room. And as he gets there, he kind of crouches down in the middle, kind of hunched over, and from his back, these little vents open up, and it just releases, saturating the room with pheromones, making everybody like super attracted to him and wanting to have them. Like they cannot hurt him. All they want is his attention. All they want is to like be with him, and like no violence or anything like that.
Roll me provoke.
Not where I thought this was going.
Oh my.
I need help.
And we summon the demons. I guess I could help by using, like taking like some of the air from the air conditioning to help spread out the scent throughout the room. Like maybe
Yeah.
it was too concentrated near him.
Yeah, I can buy it near him.
Okay, cool.
So, the kind of just look at basic moves for a second. It's been a hot minute since I GM'd.
Yep.
And they choose to either stumble, air, or react.
With what I'm trying to do, I think air would probably be the most likely.
Yeah, but they choose. So he's kind of just going to see the gas start coming out of you, and he just takes 2 steps back, and instead of like retaliating or grabbing for the saber or anything, he just puts on this kind of like mask over his mouth.
Oh, rats.
And yeah. So we get back to verification. Now the thrusters have stopped. It was just this one hyper jet, and you find yourself just in CQC between these two, kind of like house guard.
Okay. Okay.
What do you do? You're facing
Verification-
2 at once.
Second.
You're facing two at once.
Verification is going to turn up the. So first things first, he's going to try and stabilize himself in the mid fall, and but more importantly, and try and go into a hover mode, because if he can jump straight back through the hole that they made, that would be great. But in the meantime, what he does is he warms up, and you can see the glow, the ominous hum of the of the what is it? Of the plasma lance warming up, and he turns up the volume on his words on his speaker to maximum, and says and says as and says it will take one shot to core you.
Yes, but
Do
if you
not-
fire that in here, you're going to kill everybody.
Wait, okay.
I'm
Wait,
ready
really?
to throw my life away for justice.
Yeah, worth.
I mean, it sounds like provoke.
Yeah, it does sound like you're trying to provoke him into like being like intimidated. So roll me provoke
Okay.
as they kind of like wrench their spears from you. Yeah. So they're just kind of at this point. So what was the whole? You want them to back away and let you go
Yeah,
through the hole, right?
Yeah, just let me go. Nobody has to die.
Yeah.
Just
So they
drop-
let you go, and then you
they
can.
hesitate long enough. Yeah.
Yeah, they hesitate long enough for you to go, and then Joey, you now have 2 more guests.
Okay, so Joey's still like hold down, and this guy's
Yeah.
like poking into him, right?
Yes.
Oh
I
wait,
think
is Joey through the floor too?
Yeah.
Oh rip.
yeah. Okay, so
Oh, in that
I
case, I'm
see the
not gonna go
situation
through-
like tension up, and I'm like totally desperate at this point. And I think at this moment, like something awakes in me, like some old advice of my dad, like how to use my powers properly, like comes to my mind. Probably as you're like building together my motorcycle, and he says, "You know, at some points you just have to let go and like show the assholes what you're made of. So let go, Joey. If things are getting really dire, you should do that. I trusted you that you can do that." That advice like rings in his mind, and then he like just like screams in anger and like extends like his powers as he has never been doing before.
Okay.
And that's how I'm gonna use my first adult moves. Wield your powers.
Awesome. All right. So, roll me plus freak
Yes.
as you kind of use your shadows to try and like grasp them away like some kind of like octopus or kind of like
Yeah.
great behemoth fighting like whaling ships. All right.
Okay. Let's see. What can I choose?
I hit. You choose one. So take hold of something vulnerable to you, create something useful from your environment, neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now.
I neutralize an opponent, and I want to neutralize the advisor who's still like holding me down. So he gets like wrapped in like this like ball of darkness, and these like tendrils like wrap after him, and he gets like pulled in his own shadow, and all of a sudden like this shadow portal like opens on the ceiling of the lobby of the place, and then he just like falls onto the lobby desk and just like breaks through it. Just
Well,
like,
you see, you don't exactly. You like kind of like break him on the desk that you kind of like of the office you fell into. So he's just like, wait, hold on, no, and then he just kind of like you just pummel him through the desk, and he's just kind of like taking a moment just to lay there. Just,
yeah, we
looking
like
up.
fall through the ground on which we're standing on, and then we like fall from the ceiling of the office pretty much through the desk.
Well, it doesn't
of
go
the
through
office.
all the floors. It just goes through the.
Yeah, but we teleport through the shadow pretty much, and then just like fall onto the desk.
And so it just kind of goes there, and we have this one line, like this one bubble from him. Just, I hate asshole princelings. This would be so much easier if I didn't lose that bet. And he kind of just is just laying there for a second. Goes, "Sir, you're right," and then he goes, "No, not." And he kind of just like points a finger at them, and they're just kind of they just flung against the. And he just starts walking back up towards the elevator.
Wait, that was very temporarily that I took him out.
Well, he's on a different floor because you teleported him.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So you
Pretty
still
much.
gotta get back up there.
Okay. I thought
The
it was
elevator
at
was
least
by
to be
no
a little bit
quick.
dazzled from being smashed into the office, like falling from the ceiling.
I mean, we are talking about like this kind of like superhuman warrior culture.
Okay, yeah. Fine.
These guys hunt and fight for like a living.
Alright, no problem.
So it's not so much you got rid of him for some time. You didn't exactly neutralize him.
Yep. Okay.
But
Makes sense.
any case, Bastion, what are you doing? You're holding the one saber. It died in your hand. He's holding on his other saber and now in an on guard position.
Yeah, he's and like, I guess how is he like on the other side of the room?
Yeah, you have a desk in between you.
All right, and Sprawl's on top of that desk, right?
Sprawl is kind of just hovering in the middle of the room.
Yeah, he landed like in the middle of the room and kind of crouched down.
Yeah, so Sprawl's just in front of the desk.
Yeah. I think what I want to do is he's gonna run over to Sprawl and say, "Hey, keep the safe," and gives him the hilt and kind of like leapfrogs off of him, and then uses some of the wind to just propel him forward and fucking tackle this guy head on.
Roll me plus danger.
Can I use Reality Storm since I'm using my powers?
Or that too.
Do.
You have the points for Reality Storm, right?
Yeah, I have a point. I have 1 point for it, so I can do it, but it's gonna have collateral.
Roll freak.
Oh yeah, and I do have that +1 because I'm a leader. Speaking of which, are we?
Oh yes.
Combat.
Woo! Eat shit, motherfucker.
Nice.
Yeah. So you kind of just go full on lunge upon you, and before he can even bring up a guard, because he's probably expecting a sprawl first. And you just kind of like, he like tries to parry you, and your one hand once again just grabs that sword. You just kind of like feel this like immense fire just build up in the hand as it just combats the blade as if you had one of your own, and you just hold it there again as you just kind of like deck him right in the face.
Yeah, and
now you like tumble and you're now on top of him.
yeah, and I think for my 2, I'm gonna well obviously resist or avoid his blows because no, I don't want to deal with that. And
Oh boy.
additionally, I want to impress him because this is someone who has already seen kind of this newer side of Sam, who kind of heard from like the Lizard Man as an honorable warrior, and I want to impress on him that like this is the threat that he has to deal with right now, not anyone else in the room.
Yeah. So he kind of acknowledges this. You just see it in his eyes as it just narrows upon you. Like the whole kind of like greater scene just kind of like fades away. And obviously, in good war poetry, while they say there would be dust, there wouldn't be dust, there is a ton of dust. Because a floor got shattered. In any case, he then kind of like just pulls out his other sword and just makes another ring around you. It just brings you down to the like. No, it doesn't bring you down. He just kind of like hurdles you, like punches you upwards through like the ceiling up, and then just leapfrogs after you.
All right, let's fucking dance, motherfucker.
And you just kind of see him just once again get into this duelist position and go, "This is a worthy challenge."
And he's like, "Yeah, let's fight without Daddy's tools." And he kind of brings his fists up.
And he goes, "That's strange verbiage. Kind of weird, actually."
This is the guy you're losing to. He just runs.
Any case, Sprawl.
Okay, so they're up. Joey's down with the 2 female guards. Is there anybody else in the room?
And no, it's you and verification.
So, wait. So I just came through and saw him getting punched through the ceiling.
Like kicked through, and then he leapfrogs after him. It is Sprawl's turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so Sprawl internalizes the dagger blade, or the hilt or whatever, and then drops down into the hole to confront the women, and he lands like kind of a superhero landing type of thing, and then just starts convulsing as his head kind of like his jaw just opens and keeps extending until the top of his head actually snaps backwards and like kind of hanging there limp as a demonic robotic hand kind of rips itself out of his mouth, of the gaping throat wound there, and another one joins it, and like a demonic robot crawls out of Sprawl's flesh as it lunges forward to just grapple with one of the Amazons.
Alright. Roll me plus danger to directly engage. Are you using any kind of other side moves with this?
Yeah, not human enough, so even if I miss, I get an additional option. So I mark a condition, I engage in a horrifying fashion, and I get to choose an additional option.
Right, so you get 2 options. As you engage in a horrifying...
Gonna resist the blows, and then basically with the distended, inhuman flexibility of the like quote-unquote demonic arms, kind of wrap around the Amazon to try to put them in basically a sleeper type hold and make them pass out. Try to take their, basically their ability to fight or act or anything like that.
Alright. Yeah. So you kind of like the other one just dodges nimbly out of the way, and like once again their thing is ignited again. They start kind of like inching towards the door in this guarded fashion, but Sprawl, you kind of just focus on this other one as you just kind of like boa constrictor her into just submission.
I'm okay with this.
Verification.
Yes.
What do you do?
So everyone else has gone off this floor. What verification is going to do is it was the ambassador that leapfrogged up the ceiling, right?
Yes.
So he's the last one out.
Well, no.
After Sprawl.
There's one more Amazon.
Yeah. And we kind of just cut to the scene of the guy kind of like battered and kind of like still just taking out pieces of wood from his armor. And there's elevator music going on, and he goes, "I've always hated this part."
Okay.
Why did they need to add such blasé music? Did they feel they wanted to make something mundane even more?
Okay. What verification is going to do is he's going to what's the word I'm looking for? He's gonna fly through that ceiling, lock on to the back of the ambassador, and just open up with the NERM rounds.
Oh man.
Oh no.
So much for the dual destiny, right?
Yeah.
There is no such thing as destiny.
And
We eliminate targets one by
roll to directly engage.
Acknowledge. Directly engaging. Target locked. Firing.
What one do you choose?
I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies. Yeah, I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies.
Right. So you kind of just like, Sam, you're just starting to focus on this, and you're like, yes. this is going to be great. This is going to be cool. And then like verification starts like bursts up and just starts pumping NERM rounds at him. And he just kind of like Ambassador just kind of like turns around, like just starts blocking them with saber, and he immediately just leaps onto like verification and slashes at him, and like moves to slash at him.
I'm gonna. Can I try out the? Can I defend him?
Yeah.
Aggressive sustained counterfire.
Yeah, I think like when he goes to like jump off to attack the ship.
Well, no, he's not in the ship.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Okay, then he goes to jump off to attack him. He just kind of feels like a hand on the back of his collar as Sam like boosts forward and grabs him and's like, "Nope, you're with me, buddy," and yanks him down, and he fucking hits the ground.
Yes.
So, you definitely once again, Sprawl. You hear the ceiling like crash and break again as you kind of like look up and you see like Bastion where you guys used to be, and the desk is broken.
My gosh.
I'm gonna clear a condition, and Bastion said, "Hey, I'm right here, buddy. Wrong way."
And he goes, "I didn't know we were having a side."
He's like, "Can't control my teammates." He just shrugs.
And he's definitely gonna roll back away from you and closer to the door as well. You hear an elevator ding.
If the first thing I see is still like Sprawl doing the crazy Akira shit with one of the Amazons.
Yeah.
And I hear the elevator and like step like away from Sprawl and say, "Oh, I think you have those both madams. I get the other guy." And what I want to do is pretty much like envelop the elevator with like constructs of darkness and just like, keep it shut so he's like trapped in there.
Oh my, that's terrifying.
Roll me plus freak.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You just kind of like.
Yeah, he stands there and all of a sudden.
And then there's like a new door just hurls in and it's just completely black and he goes, "Did the lights go out?" And then he looks to the floor number and it's still there. And he's just he kind of just sighs, and then he just takes his staff and just like goes it into a circle, and then just goes through that into like the next, and then he just jumps through that. Or do you have like the shadows like constructing everywhere?
Like they like encapsulate the whole like
just the entire elevator.
Yeah, and like.
And he just kind of sees this, and he just goes, "Maybe I should have just left it be. Was that my problem with the bet?" But then, no, this is definitely once again the lesson sobering in again. And he just kind of like stands there, and he just looks down at like the hole he made, and then the door. And he just kind of like leans on his staff to like just ponder at it.
Is this one of those "Hello, darkness, my old friend" moments?
Yeah.
Kinda actually.
Yeah, the camera like slowly like zooms out as "Hello, darkness, my old friend" starts playing.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And he just, it's just intently looking down at just the pure blackness that just is just around him now.
Yeah.
Of course, we are now back to Bastion.
I see that the guy started to try to get away towards the elevator.
Yep.
And
great move that is right about now.
What to do? I don't remember.
He's in the doorway.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep. He's gonna keep to his martial arts and kind of rush over there and try to use fight the good fight to basically I'm gonna like fucking push off of the desk and like kick him dead in the knee.
All right. Roll me fight the good fight. What option do you choose?
I'm going to. Can I take away his ability to escape? Like I'm kind of blocking the way now.
Yeah. So you kind of like hurdle him through the ground, and you like kind of like break, you kind of like get it on the knee. You missed the sweet spot to break.
So close.
Yeah, it was like just a millimeter off, or so you think. And he kind of just goes down on, and then like kind of like reposes at you. Roll to take a powerful blow, Bastion.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Why do I roll like this?
First time for everything.
This is the third time that has happened, actually.
Wait, really?
Yes, this is the third time I've rolled a 10 on taking a powerful blow.
Oh
First time
yeah.
it took me out of the fight. Second time it gave me like all those extra conditions when we were trying to save that little girl.
Yeah. No, you're right.
What do you choose?
Let me fucking look at the options again, man. That's a basic move, isn't it? I'm gonna struggle past the pain.
Woof.
Actually, God, I don't know what to do. It's. I guess like
You could have verification mark a condition, and then probably do something else.
Okay, so I'm gonna struggle past the pain and what's the fucking name of that guy again? The guy that got vegetabled.
What?
Dino?
Yeah. So like, and he's like so angry and flustered that he kind of screams. Actually, the sprawl in the room, I don't remember anymore. That's the hardest part. I'm trying to think of who's actually in the room that he can yell at.
Sprawl's like 2 levels down.
Okay, so he's not in the room.
Sprawl's only 1 level down.
Yeah, so he's like, he yells at verification to do something already. Damn it, I'm the one fighting this guy on my own. You already missed.
And verification is immediately going to get angry because that's exactly what he's doing.
Ooh. What you gonna do about it, big man?
Verification is going to. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not having a great day tonight. Let's see. So I am. So he's back. So the ambassador is backing towards the exits, right?
Nope.
I'm currently in the way of the exit.
Nope.
Got it. Okay.
Bastion currently has this thin slice on his kind of like on the side of his body.
Actually, I'm probably hurt pretty bad since he took 2 conditions. I'm at 3 right now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of like that comic hurt, and he's past you, and now he's in his office again.
Okay. So he is relatively alone, isn't he?
Ish.
Let me put it this way: if I use the plasma lance to say shear off the lower half of his body, no one else would get hurt, right?
Well, then you'd have to worry about the other 4s.
Hmm.
Just ram him.
Yeah, I think I'll just stick with ramming him. That always works.
Fun. I want to work on maybe ulterior weapons besides shearing a man's
Besides
body
him.
off
Yeah.
with hot plasma and coring him
Right.
and everyone around you.
Just try to jack his
so-
brain.
So what I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
What?
jack his brain. Just as messy as Corrado.
Oh my god.
Ruined him forever.
Okay, so verification does. He starts running towards the ambassador, and he is shooting the NERM rounds at him left and right. He's basically laying down cover fire for himself, and then as he gets close, he ducks down, power slides underneath the ambassador, and tries to like basically grab onto him from behind.
Okay. Roll plus danger to a full Nelson.
Rocket assisted power slide into a full Nelson. Woo! Ooh, okay, so one of them. One choice.
Yep.
You're feeling pretty reckless. Go ahead and go for the damage.
Mm-hmm. How about I take something from him? Namely, I don't manage to quite get control of him. What I do is I find myself in perfect position with my hand on the hilt of his sword, and I just rip it completely away.
Yeah. So you kind of like get him into this full Nelson for a second, but it kind of like you see it's just weak for a second, and he also notices this, and you reach out to get the sword, and you immediately you think that's the only trick I got, and you immediately just look to see like all these kind of like he's wearing this kind of like bulky set of armor and furs, but through it you kind of like see all these little nozzles, and they flare for this instant as you're kind of like blown back and he's blown forward.
Okay.
Roll to take a powerful blow.
Woo! All right.
Yeah, mini searing jets fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
As he's propelled away from.
Oh man, I'm so tempted to mark my 2 conditions.
I mean, you could afford to give ground. Like, I couldn't pick that option because giving ground would have essentially ruined what I was trying to do, which is block his way.
Okay. Well, I'm willing to give ground at least because it's his office. There's nothing really. It's just an office, right?
So, yeah, you're like, it's an office, and then you kind of like, as he just goes down into Sprawl's hole, and then it goes an office with 4 different holes to different floors in it.
Fair enough.
And Sprawl, you just see him you just see the ambassador just fly down to your hole and then just
Fly down the hole and then what?
and then gets behind the one last remaining kind of like guardian warrior woman.
Okay. Is it my turn or is it anybody else's or?
It is
your turn.
your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna describe what I want to happen. I don't know if it's gonna be possible or if it's multiple rolls or what. So
Go ahead.
I'm still constricting around the Amazon woman, and
Yes.
the form shifts and molds and kind of like oozes around her, creating like an exomesh and accessing super strength. I take control of her body physically, lunge forward, leaping over the other Amazon, coming in with a double-handed strike down straight on the ambassador's head.
Mark a doom sign.
Yeah.
You're marking a lot of those, huh?
A little bit. I've got plenty of time still.
As you kind of like just roll me. Yeah, roll me just. I'll say you get it because of the power, but you still have to roll plus danger.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, just as you're like, you kind of like marionette her, and then at this point he goes, "Now this is just like, now this is just poor showmanship," and he kind of just takes the naginata from the woman, and he goes, "I'm gonna deal with it," like, and then just stabs it into you, and just starts just crawling into like, and she like, and he like unhooks the body, and then just goes into you with it, and just starts trying to find the saber you ate.
All right. I'm assuming that's a powerful blow.
Yes. As he just kind of like starts attacking into you.
Ooh, man. We're doing great today, aren't we?
I mean, yes, you guys are. Like, the shaman's done. You got one of the warrior ones. He's on his last legs. This is really just desperation and anger moving him now.
And we have the advisor.
All right. So,
What do you choose?
going to choose to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. So basically, as he stabs and starts wiggling around, cutting me up more, I manage to grab the edge of the staff and propel myself backwards off of it, and I kind of slam against the back wall as my tech starts swirling around, creating the cocoon again. And as it swirls and swirls, and as it recedes, now Sprawl is standing there in this sleek silver suit of armor. His hands kind of look like they have shield type plates on the backside of them. He's got a single vertical light bar on his head with like kind of antenna coming up on the side, and like black half wings coming out of his back, and like electricity starts to crackle from the back of the wings, but he just kind of stands there.
Like some kind of like Mega Man kind of transformation?
I'll upload a picture.
Please? I am so lost in the new transformation.
Well, they triggered my regeneration.
Oh yeah, I know that. I get that. I'll get to the feeling of the after effects of that later. But yeah, so you just transform and he goes, "What the hell are you?"
I am the knight. Oh, I'm sorry.
Where, Rachel? And then the woman goes, "Why did you say that name?"
Alright,
Oh my god.
I uploaded it into my profile.
Okay. Oh boy, like this big Hero 6 kind of deal. Just show and tell the class. And I'm gonna want an explanation for this one, buddy. But in any case, yeah. So at this point, he kind of just withdraws the naginata from he just drops it and just goes, "We gotta get out of here."
and then Joey steps in his way with the cape now forming again behind his back.
Yeah. And he goes, "Oh boy, Joey, what do you want to do?"
I want to take him out. I want to stop him.
Uh,
So my cape
plus
Ex-
danger.
my cape extends and like forms some kind of crazy magic stuff. I don't know.
Roll me plus danger, bud. Plus savior?
Because I pull my punches, I don't want to take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he still should be able to talk after this.
So you kind of like just wrap your cloak around the ambassador and just like kind of just
pretty much like
pummel him into the ground, and then you kind of take your cloak away, and he's just kind of just still laying there and goes, "Maybe I shouldn't have taken that bet."
Yeah.
And at some point, the warrior woman just looks at him and goes, "What happened at that night?" And he goes, "A lot of things."
Okay, you stop this now. This is over.
And she
Ambassador,
goes,
you're under arrest for treason or something. Conspiracy. And bad taste in women.
"And what?"
No, never mind.
No, it's 8, isn't it? It's 8. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking it was 7:30.
And so, yeah, he kind of just shrugged. And goes, "I only guarded the door."
Ouch.
We will resolve this later. Now, let's all calm down and like kind of like grab like my cape, my spawn cape, and like drag it along with the ambassador still in it, like Santa Claus crawling over a rooftop, like crawl up to the office again. Sam, verification. Are you all right?
Yeah, like I think you can see like Bastion, and like he's having a hard time. Like you can kind of tell he's having a hard time controlling his powers right now, because he's not emotionally stable. Like you can see, like instead of like just like glowing, like fires at his fingertips, and he's trying to like put it out. And he's like, "Yeah, you got him."
Yeah, I got him all wrapped up. But are you all right?
No. He just kind of stares at himself.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm on fire.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix that. And he's like,
Okay, yeah, I walk out over and like touch your shoulder and say, "All right."
Your finger as you touch it just immediately kind of like shows like your human self.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I retract the suit a little bit. All right, that's godly powers. You have to calm yourself, Sam.
trying. He's
Breathe.
taking
Okay,
breaths.
shut your eyes.
Roll me plus mundane, Joey.
Totally. Breathe in and breathe out. Oh, god damn it.
Ouch.
Yeah, this meditative crap ain't working for you, Bastion.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, give me a minute. I need.
Okay, just stay calm. I get help.
And it kind of just burns a little bit brighter.
Fuck. I mean, he just kind of walks up. Maybe if I just discharge some, and like he points like to like the side wall, and like the entire wall like burns. He's like, ah, shit.
Everyone else alright? Also, Sprawl changed again. He's like some kind of anime robot now.
What?
Yeah, he looks all crazy.
Yeah, you're not getting any dimmer, Bastion, but you're at least not getting any brighter.
He'll have to settle for now.
Alright, let's call the agency. Oh god.
Yeah, you kind of just. Oh, go ahead.
I have them on the line. Also, if necessary, the suit is capable of surviving temperatures much hotter.
So, Sprawl, how you feeling, bud?
Well,
Looking a little different there.
is there a fire suppression system in the building?
Yes.
Is it on this floor that can be triggered?
Yes.
I want to trigger it in the area of Sam.
Roll me free.
Can't you just pull the alarm?
That would be for someone who is not a god of science.
True.
Yeah, so you managed to actually just pull it out in the room. Funny enough, the ones that are kind of like going there. But as soon as you kind of like activate it, it kind of just water just kind of like burst out of the pipe since it's kind of broken. And like Bastion, you just kind of like get this like sprinklers and everything just starts cooling down a little bit as you kind of like just get back to that kind of like glow lamp situation. Not glow stick, but kind of like a nightlight situation again.
Yeah. He's just like, okay.
It seems a little bit off of you, but you strangely don't feel the temperature different.
All right. I think I got it under control. Having powers is stressful.
Down.
Man, I was handling that fight really well until he stabbed me.
Do you need help? Like, are you fine?
Yeah. When everything got superheated, it kind of cauterized the wound a bit, I think.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like you still kind of can see where the scar is, but it's healed.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about lightsabers, TM.
Later, bitches.
Bye.
Wait, what?
Who is that?
That was Kane. He's leaving for Kentucky now.
Oh, tell him I said bye.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah, quickly go chase after him.
Also, Travis, Leanna says hi.
Hello.
Has to go get my old Kentucky GM. Shit, I can't do. Also, as we take this short break, how's your journey to Central Florida, Ted?
It is over, thank goodness. Yeah.
You enjoy the sights?
Kennedy Space Center was cool.
Yeah, it's definitely better in the winter when you don't have to worry about like the hornet's nests.
True.
I am back.
They like
by
to
the way.
pop on the metal. Did I get any message back, Travis?
Just that, yeah, I like a thanks. And, he'll be talking to you soon. Man, he fucking ran and tackle-hugged me and I almost fucking fell.
Nice. Anyway. But, yeah. We now are in this situation of everything's calmed down. The kind of like security guards of the bank kind of show up through the stairwell. And they go, we tried to use the elevator, but it didn't work for some reason.
I googled it all up with darkness.
Yeah, isn't one of the guys still in there?
Yeah, I hope he's breathing.
Dude, you didn't leave air holes?
No, last time I checked, darkness lets through air.
Then why are you worrying about that?
Regardless, he hasn't been in there that long. He should not have used up all of the oxygen.
Yeah, what Sprawl said.
And he goes, what the hell happened?
Conspiracy.
Base Mongol fight?
He kind of just looks at you all as you just say conspiracy and then space Mongol fight. I mean, You're gonna have to submit for interview and invest, and probably the last action that we're ever gonna have at this job, eh? Right, gentlemen? Oh boy. You know, they don't really take up high-tech guards anymore. Unless you're Argus or the government.
There is always work for you in the collective will.
Yeah, but don't you have to sign off on that kind of like cult paper thing?
Hardly. We are not a cult.
There's
That's what every
indoctrination.
cult says. He's like, hate to break it to you, buddy. That's like line number 1.
That is the first book of paranoia.
It is not inherent.
First book of paranoia is that anyone who's not paranoid is wrong.
God, I love that joke so much. Anyway, he kind of just looks at Sprawl and goes, "You're new?"
No.
So what does Sprawl look like this time?
I should be able to see it in my profile.
Yep.
Fair enough. Oh my.
Bastion's just says, well, I mean, at least we have a recording of them confessing to colluding with the people who robbed the vault.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, so kind of guys, you all get just goaded down the stairs with everyone else, and eventually, Joey, you have to like loosen the elevator into like the next floor that's also filled with guards. And they see you just see the guy with the staff just kind of like meditating.
So
Like
you're
in just
under
this- And as we kind of see this all kind of just like close up, and you guys explain the situation, delegation from the horde kind of like gets the ambassador in chains. And the sage, but they don't chain up the 2 door guards.
Darn it, why are we not arresting everyone involved in the conspiracy?
Because they weren't involved in the conspiracy.
Yeah, man. Some people just have to do a job.
Sometimes
We
they're
don't
just
know that
following
at this
orders.
stage. We don't know that at this stage. How are we going to track down Bastard?
We asked the ambassador.
I mean, hopefully not through the people who just work 9 to 5.
And as we kind of like just say, how the hell are we going to track Bastard? We kind of just see like this cat in the middle, like on this lavish kind of like futuristic submarine, like looking at this kind of like view screen and just goes, "Yeah, don't." And he just takes like a sardine and throws it in his mouth.
Fair enough.
Nobody would expect the cat to be underwater.
And he's like stroking a cat. He's stroking a cat on his lap. So like very bizarre.
There's
scene.
this hot Siamese cat in the corner that just meows and he goes, "Waiter, honey."
Okay.
I'm enjoying my program.
Okay.
And Johnson gets on the scene. Like not Johnson, but you see Dimitri come on the scene with Live and Let Live. Also alongside him is just Shroudhound.
Bastion looks a little uncomfortable because he hasn't really talked to his dad since.
Yeah, it's also
What
kind of
happened?
like reflected in him.
Guys, I should probably go kind of soon, actually.
That's fine. I'm winding down the session, man.
Okay, got it.
If anything, this is just gonna get into like some wide RP, and then we can do end of session moves and then continue because I don't plan for anything to
Yeah.
continue on. and goes to meet
That's okay,
set,
bro.
like just takes off his like hat and just kind of like dusts it off as a little bit as all this exhaust is like going on and people are still continuing with like just the exfil project and go, yeah, you did a good job. Nice. They need our help.
Only to take the ambassador to questioning, I guess.
Yeah, but the situation's resolved. And since the bank is no more, it's kind of futile.
Who's saying this?
A pity.
Dimitri.
Mm-hmm.
The bear.
A pity that the bank is no more.
Maybe cooperative playhouse would go better. Have different culture shows from all the races instead of keeping priceless artifacts in history in one place to be seen
Yeah,
and studied.
Especially if the place is like riddled with like supervillains and corrupt politicians.
Accurate.
Yeah, I wonder where they got that idea.
An attempt was made.
And
It's just the original talks to get to start the vault, and you can see a very familiar Felonation headlining the way towards we should work together as a community to keep all our artifacts together.
Explains
And-
everything.
Funny enough, but I forgot to mention on the wall of the submarine, you see this old tattered banner.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we were 2 out of 3.
He's got a new thing to his collection,
Oh,
alongside all the heads and robots and other gewgaws he had. Any case, yeah. So end of session moves, guys.
cool.
I think. I think verification is going to grow into his own image of himself, since partially due to the what is it? Due to the love letter, but also in part due to the sort of being confused about how everything is, how he should have handled the issue with Bastion and dueling the ambassador. So verification is going to shift savior, shift danger up and freak. No, danger down, freak up. Hello?
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know how I'm so blasé about this.
Guess I'm gonna grow closer to Sprawl. Because now he's starting to understand what it's like to have powers that really sometimes aren't always in your control.
That sounds more like Joey.
I mean, I meant Joey. Yeah, I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a small migraine going from the stupid fucking flu.
Don't you mean Nightman?
Nightman, yeah.
Captain
Fighter of the Day Man?
I can't wait until I eventually get Bull's Heart and just make him my rival.
Yes. Do it.
But I don't have
Oh
any
my
other
god,
personal
please.
love.
Can I just
Give him the move.
I don't know. Give Bastion a love interest, and I'll go ahead and do it. But until then, I
it's
can't.
hard to find you a love interest.
Well, it also,
Alright.
from what I
I already have enough trouble with the whole alien Viking the legacy as is.
from what I remember of like that move though,
Or the alien Viking the legacy.
it
or-
specifies that it doesn't have to be like an actual love interest. But
Oh
just-
yeah, it also could be a bromance.
Mm.
Or
How
your
about
death. or something else. Or, you could always follow up with that witch.
I guess so. That'd be interesting. I don't know how I'd ever get in contact with her.
Say her name.
Neither would I. Oh, yeah. Serenade to, like, the woods or something.
Simply speak her name.
I usually don't change your stats since this is the first time that I have influence over you again.
Oh, wow. Wow. Man, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah.
I really want to mark a potential so I can level up.
Yeah, that's fine.
But maybe I should get rid of one of these conditions. I am currently sitting at the amount of conditions that if I miss my burn roll,
Oh dear.
I will go down. But then again,
Yeah,
even if I get rid of one of my conditions, that will still be the case. Because I'm
Yeah,
sitting
ouch.
at 3.
As you like it, I'm pretty sure you'll fail very soon. You level up.
Oh my god. There we go. I fixed the world's folks.
I mean, I tried to get rid of only condition, but my mundane is at 0, so...
Yeah.
Good.
I will grow into my own image with my new adult powers at hand.
Nice.
And I will shift my freak up, but my superior down.
Nice.
Because I certainly don't know what the fuck I'm actually doing.
That sounds like me every morning. Any case, Sprawl.
I go self-image. Superior up, danger down.
Yeah. You knew what you were doing this entire fight.
Dude, I've been trying to get 5 conditions to regenerate into this for the last 2 sessions.
Yeah, it took a bit, didn't it? Any
Oh,
case,
man.
what's this whole thing? Like, what did you roll for this one?
Oh, I just chose this one.
Oh, you just
It
chose this one?
it-
Anyway, like, this is like some Big Hero 6, like, you're like kind of like one syllabic.
Yeah, I was just going for like a protector type figure type of thing, with the whole
Wow.
pacifistic kind of stint he's become after braining somebody.
Nice. Any case, we'll see how that did it affect your personality in any way, or just
Oh yeah, that'll play out. And
Okay.
I lost my hard light holograms, and that was replaced with super strength and super durability.
Nice.
rest in peace, Hard White. Welcome, Bull.
Yeah.
Any case, yeah, that's it.
Invincible.
When we come back, time will have passed.
Yeah.
We will then use those mechanics. We will start out with a more organic RP, as I am starting to understand mask system.
Ooh, finally.
Yeah, I know. right? And we're gonna begin Volume 4.
Woo!
Yay!
Uh,
The first character volume. I wonder who.